Some fainted after the first dozen, only to be revived with water so the punishment could continue. Scars remained forever, not just reminders, but open announcements of guilt. Not all punishments were violent. Some were crafted to crush the soul through humiliation. Drunkards were forced to wear wooden barrels as clothing, stumbling through the streets while the crowd laughed. Adulterers were paraded with horns tied to their heads. Thieves were made to carry the very goods they had stolen, chained around their necks as they stumbled under the weight. These humiliations stung more than whips for many, for they turned neighbors into enemies and laughter into scars that outlived pain. But the punishments could also turn deadly in their cruelty. Some criminals were forced to run the gauntlet, walking between two rows of men armed with clubs, sticks, or whips, who beat them mercilessly as they passed. Few reached the end alive. Others were thrown into cages and hung from city gates, left to starve while crows picked at their flesh. Some were tied to carts and dragged through the streets, their bodies breaking against the cobblestones until little was left but a trail of blood. Every punishment was public. This was no accident. The medieval world believed that fear was the strongest law. A man branded, a woman mutilated, a thief whipped bloody in the square. These were not only punishments but lessons, burned into the minds of every watching child, every kneeling peasant, every trembling sinner. It was the church that blessed these acts, calling them merciful compared to eternal damnation. Better a tongue torn out than a soul swallowed by hell. Better lashes on the back than flames on Judgment Day. But mercy had little to do with it. Medieval punishment was meant to humiliate, to scar, to terrify. Execution ended life, but punishment lingered like a curse, carried on the body, whispered in the streets, etched into the soul. Death was silence. Punishment was memory. And in the Middle Ages, memory was as cruel as death itself.